somewhere in the lands that I come from. What you saw there was a little row of lodgepole pines. We're in eastern North Dakota, somewhere way out there where nobody will ever find me. I'm gonna try and harvest a chunk of this lodgepole pine, a stump that one of the dead ones here, many decades old. Let's just say it's as old as I am. Okay, so I'm gonna get that sawed off and see if we actually have fatwood from this lodgepole pine. To the best of our knowledge, that's what these are. Okay, and of course my Silky big boy. I could have came out here and done some chainsawing, but it's against my spirituality to harvest fatwood with a chainsaw. Silky big boy. It's kind of the hardwood blade edition. Well, on a promising note, the teeth are kind of gummed up with a really strong smell of pine. And well, look what we got there. We definitely have resin. So this is going to be like a bacon type fatwood here in the heartwood area of this lodgepole pine. Okay, especially where we got a knot right there where a branch was growing down into the trunk. Looking good through the camera right here. Here you can see more of it. Now the farther down I go, I'll probably run into richer deposits of so-called fatwood. Okay, I don't know that this is considered to be a fatwood species. I'll Google it up and I'll totally talk about that in this video here. So there we have it. I'm going to get this back to camp and we're going to process this out and we're going to try and light a fire tonight. We'll see how this lights up. Okay, do we have enough light? We've got enough light to finish here, all right? Okay, my Blue Ridge Kukri Plus. Because I promised one of my knife guys I'd keep on testing this thing for a long time. Well, maybe. I guess we'll see. Not finding a lot of resin. Got a good smell to it. I don't know how much moisture is in there. We'll find out if this works later tonight. Okay, now I'm to the heartwood. Maybe we'll come up with something here. Maybe, I don't know. Got a really good strong smell to it, but You know, that don't mean nothing. All pine trees have got a nice smell to them. Tell you what, man, this Kukri Plus, man, it's the only way to go. For bushcraft stuff like this. And I'm right down to it. Probably, you know, the richest part of the stuff here. Could go right there. Getting it all processed out here. You know, if this will be actually fat wood, it'll work out pretty nice. All right. We're going to finish this up inside, cousins and friends. Do a little fatwood, attempt to do some fatwood processing here. Okay. As you can see, it's pretty dark out here tonight already. Okay, we're inside and we're going to finish some processing. One of the very few times you'll ever see me use a lighter. We're going to do a test. These are just a couple little chips off of my, what I believe is going to be fatwood. I've already lit this up. That just screams fatwood, the way it just lit up and just started sizzling. How about this piece? And I have not tried to light this piece yet. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Not too bad. Oh, I didn't even get that. I didn't even get that to shake out. Not a lot of resin in this one. Just a little trace of resin there. It went out. That wasn't looking too promising there. This one's full of resin. This little sliver right here, just a little sliver of resin. So that's why that took off. Let me get some more processing done. We'll check it out. Show you how I do that right there. Tilt the camera up a little bit. This is going to be a long video because I don't want to leave any of these details out. There's these little ribbons. There's these ribbons of fatwood right there. Resin. Excuse me, resin. Which is what makes it fatwood. Hopefully that's what will make it real live fatwood. All kinds of resin ribbons right there. You know what? It's tradition for me for my D17 to get in on the action. So we're going to get the D17 in on the action. Just like that. Right? Okay, this is going to be a nice one to carve out. I'll just do some processing just like I've always done. That's all I can do. I'm going to come in with a smaller knife and make a big pile of shavings like you've seen me do hundreds of times if you've been watching me this past 3 years on YouTube. Okay, with my Leatherman saw blade, I'm just really going to scrape these hair. I'm just going to carve with the teeth of my saw blade. I'm just going to push a lot of these just hair fine shavings into a pile. And we're going to see if this actually works. It's got to light up with a ferro rod to be really genuine, high quality, good quality fatwood. This is never going to be like, you know, pure octane, high octane, what the Fatwood community calls, you know, high octane type stuff. But it'll be close. It's really got a strong smell to it. I got some high hopes. However, you can really feel the moisture. So the kind of moisture that we want is the sticky resin. You know, the resin is like just a really sticky, kind of a liquid, kind of a solid, you know, just resin. So this wood here has got resin ribbons in it. What they call ribbons of resin. So let me pause out and get my ferro rod out of, I'm using my Kukri Leatherman kit. Okay, I tried to change the lighting a little bit. Hopefully we got better visibility. We'll see what we got. Oh, look at that. Who would have ever imagined? That's Fatwood. Genuine Fatwood from the east side of North Dakota. Right in my backyard. Let's just say where it all began for me. Oh, wait a minute. Which stove am I using again? Kind of should have thought of that. This is fun. Right here in my homeland. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's quality Fatwood. Yeah, that's better than the Ponderosa pine. So like you saw at the beginning of the video when I was harvesting this, a stump that had probably been there, who knows how long that stump is there. I will have to ask a certain individual who will know for sure. Could have been sitting there for 20 years. So all that resin in that pine tree, it sinks down and concentrates and collects in that stump that you saw me sawing on. And I'll have to look this up after the video. Obviously, you can see this is Fatwood. I'm told that's a lodgepole pine. It certainly looks like one. This in the Fatwood community, they basically call that bacon. So you see the little strips in there? That's the flammable resin. That's like the blood of the tree, and it collects there after years and years of being dead. It can be found in live branches as well, like this Ponderosa pine that you've seen me using. That's got just a tiny bit of resin in it. You know, it's more of a dry species, but there we have it. And it's a really a wet feel to it, so there probably is quite a high percentage of just real live water moisture, you know, from the rain and stuff. But it doesn't matter. It's obviously got enough resin in it to process down into real live Fatwood. I'm really excited. This is amazing. I love it. So to really test my metal, so to speak, and the quality of this Fatwood, I did not use any of my absolute favorite rock solid foundation tinder milkweed seed fluff, also from the east side of North Dakota in my homeland. Okay, didn't use any of that, because I would kind of consider that cheating. Okay, you dust that milkweed with even a bit of sap that you'll find off of a pine tree. And that'll go up like gasoline, man. I'm telling you, it's fun stuff. There we are. Yes, I have a successful light on the Kimberly. She kind of struggling with some of that wet. Like I said, this is a wet climate over here. Lots and lots of rain. Compared to where I used to get to live, which is another story. But anyway, there it is, my Fatwood harvest. So yeah, as you can see, I got into the center of that stump is where we started to find the strips of resin, and we are off and running. All natural, the best fire starter you could want right there. Okay, there we have it. Yeah, Kimberly is taking off. It's all good, man. Absolutely have to get my D-Boss buoy from Wyatt Hines in on this harvest. There we are. We'll process a little for our next fire. That's a feather stick. Okay. And I can light up with that knife really nice as well. So there we go. Let's wrap this up. Okay, so yeah, all of my most important blades in on the action today. Voyager, D-Boss, D17, Kukri Plus, Leatherman kit. There we go. Okay. All right, what we're gonna do? Have this kind of fun on the next one. Till then, take care, everyone. I'm Dead Wolf, and I'm out.